tomorrow or today for most people is going to be Teddiursa Comm Day. So what we're going to do today is going to be two things. Number one, we're going to break down, is the quest line going to be worth $1? And I mean, obviously I always do it. I suggest you guys do it. Get you some great things. It's definitely, in my opinion, always worth $1, but I'm going to give you exactly what you can expect from it, including everything and the IVs of those Pokemon. Then we're going to go over a couple reminders, and then finally we're going to check out the PvP and meta attacker version of the Ursaluna. Is it going to be worth your time, energy, and resources to power up, and how does it do with its brand new moveset of high horsepower, which will be a legacy move that is only dedicated for Comm Day. So we're going to check that out in the ground attacker category, because that is going to be where that Pokemon does sit. And if you see this video and it is after Comm Day, you don't care about the quest line, check the timestamps, jump right into the best of the best, where we check out this Pokemon as a PvP and a meta attacker. So if you guys are out in Singapore, I will be at the Spectra today at 2 p.m. and if it starts raining, I will be heading over to Vivo City. So hope to see everybody out there in Singapore that does want to play, and I will see you guys out there. Hope to see you soon. So with that said, we are now going to get into the research. The Catch 3 Teddiursa task can give you a couple different things. In number one spot, it can give you the Teddiursa encounter, which is the most desirable. 569 is gonna be the 100% IV. You can get good ones out of there, and then you can also get shiny good IV ones. So that's why it's very important to play in a big downtown area. And not only that, you guys can get yourselves 5 Great Balls, or 2 Ultra Balls, or 2 Pineapple Berries, or 500 Stardust from that task. If you guys do want the complete tips for Teddiursa, please check it out up here. Which then is going to lead us into the sweet snack storyline that's going to cost $1 for Teddiursa Comm Day. Let's check that out right now. And the research is as follows. Power up a Pokemon 10 times for 15 Pokeballs. We have catch 15 Teddiursa for a Teddiursa encounter, and just remember, the 100% IV for the Teddiursa is going to be 569. Make 5 nice throws for 20 Teddiursa candy, 2,000 Stardust, Teddiursa encounter, and 1 star piece. Then in stage number 2, we have catch 15 Teddiursa for 30 Teddiursa candy, transfer 10 Pokemon for an Ursaring encounter, evolve 3 Teddiursa for 10 Pineapple Berries, and just remember, Ursaring is must needed to be caught on a star piece if you're not using them the entire time for the boosted Stardust reward. For 1500 XP, a Teddiursa encounter, and 1 incense. In stage number 3, we have make 3 great curveball throws for 50 Teddiursa candy, evolve 1 Ursaring, and transfer 10 Pokemon for 15 Great Balls. And we have 2500 XP, a Rocket Radar, and 15 Ultra Balls. And then for the grand finale, claim the rewards for 2 Silver Pineapple Berries, another Teddiursa encounter, and 3500 XP for 3000 Stardust, an Ursaluna encounter, and 3 rare candy. The Ursaring encounter, 100% IV, is going to be 1262, and the Ursaluna encounter is going to be 1652. Man, this Pokemon is actually quite high, which is a great transition into the best of the best for us. So, guys, research always worth $1. I always suggest it. I always do it. It gets more rewards and items and everything in between than $1 is worth in Pokemon GO, so I highly suggest that you guys do that. So that is going to be the $1 quest line. Like I do tell you guys, the premium items always are going to cost more if you were to buy those things outright than will the $1 quest line. And not only that, you guys get shiny Teddy encounters, you get Ursaring and Ursaluna encounters, and it's going to be 3 times Catch Stardust. So the Ursaluna and the Ursaring are going to be great Pokemon to catch on a star piece, obviously, because we do need 6 of them throughout the entire day. I've already put my checklist out on my social medias, so those are going to be the 2 things that I suggest you guys do, because the 6 star pieces are going to make up for the entire 3 hours of the boosted Stardust. Alright, so Ursaluna is going to be a ground and a normal type Pokemon. So it does have stab for the ground and stab for the normal. This Pokemon maxes out at 4358, which is pretty high up there actually. It has an attack of 243, a defense of 181, and a stamina of 277, which is extremely high. It's actually ranked 17 in stamina overall in Pokemon GO. It's going to have 4 weaknesses to water, ice, ground, and fighting. And with it being ground and normal type, it has 2 double resistances, ghost as well as electric for the normal and the ground type. And then it's going to be single resistant to poison as well as rock. And its moveset is going to get 4 quick moves, tackle and rock smash. And then as far as its other moves, it's going to get thunder punch, fire punch, aerial ace, and high horsepower, which is the Comm Day move that you will only be able to get during this time, and then in December, and if you want it outside of that period, you're gonna have to Elite TM it. With that said, now let's switch gears and we are gonna start getting into meta attackers. Let's check out Ursaluna. How good is it as far as a meta attacker? Because Ursaring, it's alright. But Ursaluna is going to be the brand new Pokemon that we do want to check out, and we do want to check out high horsepower on that Pokemon. So let's see where it does sit with DPS and TDO in combined to see how good it is. Okay, so tackle and high horsepower, 2214 at its higher moveset. Rock Smash high horsepower, 1222, which is crazy different. Tackle Fire Punch, 932. Tackle Thunder Punch, 813. And Aerial Ace, 788. So if we do think about this Pokemon, 22-ish to 2300 is pretty decent. if we really want to make a big shake up in a lot of meta attacker standpoints, guys, we're normally looking at least 2,500, but in preferential, it's 3,000 and above. But some categories do not quite go that high, and ground might be one of those. So let's check it out as a ground type attacker, because this is the only place that it could even be meta relevant as an attacker from its DPS times TDO combination. Okay, so at the top we have Mega Garchomp, Primal Groudon, Mega Swampert. None of those are out, but the first one out is going to be Garchomp with Dragon Tail and Earth Power at 2896 as its top moveset. Followed in spot number 2 available right now, Ursaluna 2214, which is actually above Landorus, Groudon, Shadow Mamoswine, Rhyperior, and regular Landorus in the incarnate form. So wow, look at that already. This Pokemon is sitting above legendaries as far as its power goes. And it doesn't surprise us looking at its stats and its max CP. So as far as a budget counter, obviously we have Garchomp. Garchomp would be the preferential one here. But I am gonna make mention here real quick to the Garchomp because you are gonna be using double ground moves. Let's check it out. So Garchomp with double ground moves, Mudshot and Earth Power, is actually only at 2262. But as you will notice, that Ursaluna is not on the list. The reason being is Ursaluna does not get a ground fast move, which is unfortunate. But as of right now, if we look at this Pokemon right here, 2262 and 2214 are so very close that this Pokemon is extremely powerful. It's a very powerful ground type attacker, and in my opinion, it is definitely worth maxing at least to a level 40. And since you're going to be playing Teddiursa Community and you are going to be using a Mega Lopunny or a Mega Kangaskhan and getting a ton of XL candy, it is way better to use one of these Pokemon than pay a premium to be worse in ground categories from legendary Pokemon coming from raids. So wow, this as a meta attacker is already shaking it up. So now let's check it out as PvP. We're going to check out Ursaring first. In the Great League, it's going to be in the 300s, and in the Ultra League, it's going to be in the 200s. So it's not really a Pokemon that I would suggest getting after. But now let's check it out as far as Ursaluna in Great League, Ultra League, and Master League, and then see where it goes. The Ursaluna in the Great League is going to be in the 600s. In the Ultra League, it's going to be in the 400s. So neither of those are going to be too recommended for me. I probably, honestly, I mean, yeah, you can have the 100% IVs and it can make sense because maybe at some point its move will change. So the Great League 100% IV is going to be a 0-14-15 and the Ultra League is going to be a 1-15-15. But then finally in the Master League, it's going to be ranked 29 with Tackle, Thunder Punch, and highest horsepower. So that just furthers onto this Pokemon as a meta attacker and multi-purposing that Pokemon for PvP because Tackle and high horsepower are its highest generating DPS times TDO moveset that we checked out. And that's something that you would definitely have to obviously use for Go Battle League as well. So let me know what you guys plan to do with this Pokemon. Alrighty guys, so the Ursaluna, in my opinion, is a very good budget counter, better than legendary budget counter, and is not worth going after these other ground legendaries that are not, I repeat, that are not topping this Pokemon, which is crazy to me. So Ursaluna is a big W in Pokemon Go. It is definitely something to power up and is definitely something to use in multiple spots. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope to see you guys out there this weekend. I appreciate you guys as always. To all my likers, comments, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. See you guys out in the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.